Hello my dear students, let us start our today's class. Today we will discuss a very important topic about electric potential difference. Now to understand the concept of electric potential difference, first let us consider a vessel consisting of two arms A and B. Now see, the water level in arm A is higher than the water level in arm B when the valve is closed. Now see, we know that pressure exerted by a liquid in a vessel at the bottom of the vessel is directly proportional to the height of the liquid. See, I think you can remember this point. We have discussed this in class 9. So here pressure exerted by water in arm A is greater than the pressure exerted by water in arm B. So it means that there is a pressure difference between the arm A and B. Now if we open the valve, what will happen? The water will flow from arm A to arm B. Now this flow of water will continue till the water level in both the arms of the vessel becomes equal, or there is no pressure difference between the two arms. So from this activity we can conclude water flows from higher pressure to lower pressure region. Similarly, we will discuss today in any conductor, if there is electric pressure difference, then electrons in a conductor will flow from a particular region to another particular region, that we will discuss today. So actually now we will discuss what is electric potential pressure difference, and electric pressure difference is also known as electric potential difference. Now see the next diagram. Here a plus capital Q charge is placed and there is an electric field surrounding it, and we have considered 2 points, point A and point B. Now see, in last class we have discussed the electric potential. So what is electric potential? Electric potential at a particular point in an electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. So here let us consider B is the for particular point B, VB is the electric potential. So now let us consider at point B we already have placed one plus small q charge and the potential of B is VB. Now we want to move this small q charge more towards the capital Q charge and towards and we want to move it to A. So now from B to A, if we want to move this small q charge, we have to do more work, as this small q charge will experience a repulsive force as both charges are positive. So this small q charge will experience a repulsive force, and if we want to move it from B to A, we have to do more work, and let us consider that amount of work is W. Now let us consider the potential at a point A is VA. Now it is clear, as to move any positive small q charge from B to A, we have to do more work. Means VA will be greater than VB. Means potential at a point A will be greater than potential at a point B, VB. So here VA is greater than VB. Now see, if you allow any positive charge to move, where it will go in any electric field. Now first let us consider one example. If from a certain height, if you allow any particle, you just make any particle free from a particular height, where it will go? Of course it will go to it will fall downward and it will reach the ground surface. Why? See, ground surface is considered as zero potential level. For what? For potential energy. So if you allow any particle from certain height, it will go to the ground surface as it want to achieve zero potential energy level. Now see, for this positive charge, if you allow any positive charge to move, so where it will go? It will try to achieve its zero potential energy level. So as VA is greater than VB, this positive charge will move from higher potential to lower potential. Means it will try to go away from the capital charge. Means a positive charge, if you allow, it will move from A to B and it will continuously go away from the positive capital Q charge. Now see what will happen from negative charge. Now in the same region, VA is greater than VB always. Now if you allow any negative Q charge, see, it will move towards the positive charge, because for negative small q charge, the zero potential level will be close to the capital Q charge. So always negative charge will move from lower potential region to higher potential region, whereas any positive charge will move from higher potential region to lower potential region. So if we consider two different points in any electric field, the potential of two different points will be different, and if we subtract them, we will get the electric potential difference. Therefore, electric potential difference, that is VA minus VB, between 2 points A and B is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from a point B to point A. And let us consider W be the work done in moving a plus Q charge from point B to point A. Then the potential difference, that is VA minus VB, between these 2 points is given by, how to write? See, V equals to VA minus VB equals to W by Q. Clear? Same as potential. Okay. And what is the unit of potential difference? Same as potential, that is SI unit of potential difference is volt, and it is denoted by capital V. So V is equals to work by charge. And see, there is one more relation of V, that is work by current into time, means charge equals to current into time. This relation we will discuss in our next class. Now, you have to remember this potential difference is a scalar quantity. Now see, now let us see the next diagram. One object is positively charged and another object is negatively charged, and they are kept above insulated stands. Now let us connect these two charged bodies with conductor. What will happen? See, one is positively charged and another one is negatively charged. Which one is negatively charged? We already discussed in our first class. If any object loses electron, it will become positively charged, and if any object received the electrons, free electrons, it will become negatively charged. Means which one is negatively charged? There is a excess amount of free electrons. So if we connect these two object, what will happen? The excess amount of free electron which are free to move will move from negative to positive. Now see, we just have discussed in any electric field, if you allow the charge particle to flow, what is the direction of flow of electron? Always electron flow from lower potential region to higher potential region. So we can conclude which object is positively charged, that is high potential region, and which one is negatively charged, that is low potential region. See here, I have not shown the direction of flow of positive charge. Why? See, we know that protons which are positively charged are closely bounded within nucleus and they are not free to move. So if you connect any two charged bodies, always electron will move from lower potential region to higher potential region. Clear? The instrument used to measure voltage or potential difference is voltmeter. And what is the circuit representation? See, I have drawn here. And remember, a voltmeter is a high resistance device and resistance of an ideal voltmeter is infinite. Now see, now you don't know what is resistance. But just after few classes we will discuss resistance. So here I have given the information about voltmeter, as voltmeter is a high resistance device and for an ideal resistance it will be infinite. You just write down the notes now, later we will discuss this point. And also the next point, this point also we will discuss later. You just write down the information now, how a voltmeter is connected in an electric circuit. See how the circuit diagram you have to draw I have given, and what will be the answer? A voltmeter is always connected in parallel across a conductor or wire to measure the electric potential difference. And see, what is the symbolic representation of a cell or battery? Actually, a battery is a series combination of cell. Again, I am using a term series. That series also we will discuss later, and this parallel combination also we will discuss later. And see, remember, the electric potential difference across the ends of a conductor is maintained by a dry cell or a battery. Okay, so to maintain electric potential difference in any electric line, we have to apply or we have to attach a cell with it to maintain the potential difference. Okay. Now we will discuss some numericals related to potential and potential difference. Number 1, calculate the potential difference between two terminals of a battery if 100 joules of work is required to transfer 20 coulombs from one terminal of the battery to the other. See, what are the given information? Work done W is equals to 100 joule and amount of charge Q equals to 20 coulomb. See, we know there are two terminals in a battery, positive and negative. So if we want to move the 20 coulomb charge from one terminal to another terminal, the amount of work done we have to perform, that is W equals to 100 joule. So what is the formula for potential difference? VA minus VB equals to W by Q. So just substitute the value of W and Q. What we will get? The potential difference between 2 points will be 5 volt. Clear? Next, number 2. How much work is done in moving a charge of 3 coulombs from a point at 38 volts to a point at 48 volts? So what is the amount of charge here? Q is equals to 3 coulomb. And what is the potential difference? That will be 48 minus 38 equals to 10 volt. Now we know the formula for potential difference is V equals to W by Q. So W will be equals to V into Q. Okay. So just substitute the value of Q and potential difference. What we will get? The amount of work done will be 30 joule. And see, we know the unit of work done in SI system is joule. So here the unit of work done will be 30 joule. And see, coulomb and volt, the unit of charge and unit of potential difference, all are SI unit of charge and potential difference. So here unit of work will be also in SI system, that is in joule. So this much is for today. Thank you.